Good morning, students. The next topic we are going to see is about the motion of charged particle in a uniform magnetic field. So these are all the uniform magnetic field, and that magnetic field is denoted by B. In this, we are going to consider the charged particle. So charged particle here we are considering as plus Q. If the charged particle is moving on the magnetic field, what happens? Okay, so whenever this particle is moving, it experiences with the force F, and it moves with the velocity V, and this is moving in the circular path. This particle is moving in the circular path, and that path has a radius r. So whenever we are considering the charged particle which is moving in the magnetic field, we can say that that particle will move in the circular path, and also it experiences with the force. That force is said to be what? Lorentz force. Already we have seen the formula for Lorentz force, is it not? That is given by F is equal to Q into V cross B. So that formula we are going to take it first. The paragraph is, consider a particle which is having the charge Q and the mass M. So that particle has a charge Q and it enters into a region of magnetic field B. As I have told you, it has a magnetic field V and it has a velocity, and velocity, how it is perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay, so the velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field, and as soon as the particles enters into the field, what happens? The Lorentz force acts on it in a direction perpendicular to both magnetic field and the velocity. So velocity ko magnetic field ko renduthukkum perpendicular la in the force act agum. What is that force? That force is a Lorentz force. Yes, so next is we'll take with the formula for this Lorentz force. As I've told you, F is equal to Q into V cross B. Take with that formula. Now remove this vector forms so that it becomes as F is equal to Q V into B. As I have told you in the first itself, whenever the particle is moving in the magnetic field, so this is a magnetic field, so any particle, if it is entering into the magnetic field, what happens? It moves in the circular path. Whenever any particle is experiencing a circular path, it experiences with a force. What force it is? It is called as a centripetal force. Okay, so that force is said to be the centripetal force. Now we are going to take the formula for centripetal force. What is the formula for centripetal force? It is given by F is equal to mv square divided by r. Okay, so this is a formula for centripetal force. Already we have a force here, that is what? Lorentz force, and we have one more force here, that is called as what? Centripetal force. We are going to equate these two forces. Okay, so centripetal force and the Lorentz force, if you are going to equate, you will get the equation as QVB. This is what? This is a Lorentz force. The sentence is given here. See, Lorentz force, it acts as a centripetal force. So we can say that QVB, which is equal to m into V square by r. Now both the sides cancel with the value of V. Okay, so we get Q into B, which is equal to m into V by r. Okay, now bring this r this side, and QB are going to bring it here. Okay, so we get with this term, which is R is equal to MV divided by QB. Same way, instead of this MV, because M is what? The mass. V is what? Velocity. Mass into velocity, that can be written as momentum P. Okay, so instead of this M into V, I am writing it as P. So MV is equal to P. So we get the equation as P divided by Q into B. Okay, clear with this? And make clear also with this formula V by R. Now when you need this V by R, you can bring this Q down here. So we get V by R, which is equal to Q B divided by M. This is a very important formula which you'll be using in the later one. Okay, so make clear this. So we are writing here P is equal to m into v. So since because P is a momentum, okay, so P is equal to m into v since P is a linear momentum. Now we are going to take the formula for time taken. Before taking the formula for time taken, what is the formula for velocity? Velocity is given by distance divided by time taken. Okay, now write this velocity to be v, and the distance I am writing it as circumference of the circle. So we get 2 pi into r divided by time taken. I'm going to write it as capital T. So we get the equation as capital T, which is equal to, bring this term here, so we are bringing v down, 2 pi into r divided by v. So this gives you a formula for time period. Okay, so that is given here, which is the formula for time period. Okay, now taking with this time period formula, we are going to substitute, as I have told you already, we have to know the value of v by r. Now instead of this term, I am going to substitute the value of v by r. Okay, so what is the value of v by r, which you have seen already, is that is given by v by r, which is equal to q. So this is v by r, okay, which is given by qb divided by m. Okay, so here also instead of this v by r, we are going to write as qb divided by m. So divided by m goes to the numerator, so we get 2 pi m divided by qb. So this is said to be the cyclotron period. Okay, so this is called as a cyclotron period. Then we are going to find what is the frequency. What is frequency? It is given by the reciprocal of time period. So we are writing as f is equal to 1 by t. So 1 by t is reverse of this. So qb divided by 2 pi m. Next is we are going to find what is omega. So what is the formula for omega? That is given by 2 pi into f. Okay, so we are going to write the value of this frequency here. So 2 pi into qb divided by 2 pi m. Okay, now this value of 2 pi and 2 pi gets cancelled, so we get omega to be equal to what? qb divided by m. So this is said to be the frequency, angular frequency of the particle, which you are considering it to be what? Cyclotron order frequency. Okay, so this is given by omega is equal to 2 pi f, so q by m into b. This is called as a cyclotron frequency or gyro frequency. Yes, clear with this? Okay, so this is the motion of particle when you are considering for a when it is moving in the magnetic field. Okay, thank you.